Hey there, friendos! Fredo Supreme, back again for the last time in Alpha Protocol. Now, we are about to begin the final mission, but this seems to be a little bit different, as it's allowing us to pick our handler as opposed to just having Mina as the handler. Now, something interesting about this is how Albatross and Stephen Heck's pictures seem to be a bit different from their intel profiles. For example, Albatross appears to be standing in the ending cutscene of Curtains Down from Hitman Blood Money, albeit at daytime, and Stephen Heck appears to have taken a selfie for his Facebook profile in what I can only assume is a bowling alley. Well, I guess they don't look as cool as the security footage pictures that were actually used for the intel thingies. Nevertheless, I can totally see why they changed them. That was redundant, wasn't it? Anyways, I'll be picking Albatross because it has an intro cutscene for the final mission. Well, all of them do, but Albatross's is my favorite.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Nick. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country. I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you. They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly. All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Helbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you, quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Helbeck is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. You added some NSA agents to your body count in Rome. No American agent gets away with that in the end. You're not pretending to be a rogue agent anymore. You are one. They'll execute you. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
I'm listening.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place. And worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do...
Leyland?
What is it?
I've been dying to do that for hours, but I needed to hear all you had to brag about first.
I'll take that.
Totally worth it!
This was it for you, Thornton. I was your last chance.
I can't wait to show you how wrong you are.
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
It's gonna be nothing compared to the coup de grace. Hope you're ready for it.
Yes, yes. After all, what kind of chief of security would I be if I wasn't considering my options? Well, I confess I'm disappointed things ended like this. I was hoping to convince you to work for us. If not Halbeck, then the VCI. But that would depend on you.
Fuck off, Marburg. Enlisting with you? That'd be like signing up to get screwed by Alpha Protocol again.
I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
Doc will be along in just a bit to administer your meds. Nice knowing you, Thornton. Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
What the hell is going on in there?
Once you're armed, get to the Global Monitoring Center and hack into the system. I'll do what I can to assist you.
What the hell is going on with the electronics in here?
Okay, so, looks like we have a little bit of spare time on our hands before everything pops off. I just want to say, that bit right there with Sis, one of my favorite moments in the game. Just so damn heartwarming. So minimalist, and yet, really, you know... I mean, it's just shown so far just shown how far Michael's come since he started this little adventure. I mean, at the beginning, he had no one. Now, he's rolling with a bunch of CCK Masako-looking soldiers and their Phil Collins-looking leader. With that being said, in the words of Reggie Noble, time to get filthy! By the way, I have upgraded my pistol. It is no longer the Hamilton Contender, it is now a Hamilton Duelist, which is the 3-star version of the Hamilton handgun. Ooh. In hindsight, I probably should have just used the shotgun for that. Okay, so far so good. We are going surprisingly well for a lack of stealth, you know? By the way, I know that I picked a bunch of objectives that would lead to me not informing Conrad about about what went down with his handler for a previous mission. I figure I will save that for what's going to happen in a couple of minutes. Oh, hello there. Just a second, buddy. And a second, gentlemen, I have to just pop my instinct a little bit. Alright! Spear of Justice, baby! You can... That one-liner really would have worked better if my martial arts skill was a little bit more leveled up. Still, I handled that amazingly well. And I will happily contact Parker in a second. Just have to check out everything in this room. By the way, I purchased 2 EMP charges before beginning this mission, because there are 2 parts that become a heck of a lot easier if you have EMP charges, which I am not going to waste on hacking, by the way. And speaking of hacking things, I remember my promise to make a video talking about all the various intel that I've found in these last couple levels. I'll do that right before I begin the final boss. I'm just going to try to get through this next part as quickly as possible.
I repeat, this is not a drill.
Damn, which one?
I think I have something I want to tell Parker anyways.
Agent? Or is it just Mike Thornton now, with the rank stripped away? Never understood why we had titles anyway. Meaningless. I don't understand why you wanted to speak to me. If you think I can help you, you're wrong.
We'll see. I think you'll want to hear what I have to say. I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Rome.
If you think your efforts in Rome caused any inconvenience, the bomb failed to go off, yes, but it renewed talks in terrorist legislation, so it was satisfactory. Not quite as much of an effect as hoped, but...
And your daughter getting killed? Was that all right with you too?
What?
Your daughter, Madison. She was in Rome. Marburg shot her in the back, right in front of me, out of revenge for stopping the bomb.
And why would he do that?
Oh, he didn't know she was your daughter. But he was so pissed at the time, I don't think he would have cared.
I don't believe you.
Then ask him. Ask him if a Madison worked at his company, and if she was one of the casualties in Rome. Madison St. James.
St. James?
Your wife's maiden name. Madison took it to distance herself from you, and you know why she did it. I don't care if you believe me, Parker, but just ask Marburg. You have nothing to lose.
This conversation is over, Agent.
Damn it. Parker.
Let's move it.
Well, first time I've ever used that option in any playthrough. Kind of, well, this is definitely going to be the first time I've ever got that boss battle through that means. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, there is a way to get the real showdown against Marburg. Oh, that was an EMP charge. I honestly thought it was a shock trap. Ah, these guys seem to be stuck doing the wobbly H. Huh. Now, you know what? I think I'll let these guys keep fulfilling their destiny. You know, destiny. Oh, crap. Screw it. They shall fulfill their destiny somewhere else. That is going to be my new term for fulfilling destinies. Destiny. Something tells me I should have just smoked him when I had the chance. And I figure I should just pop my instinct again. Okay, good, good. I almost accidentally used the EMP charge on the alarm. Come on, buddy. Just move over. Hang on a second. Maybe I should just weaken the turret up here so I have less of a hassle. Alright, buddy. Guess it's just you and me now. Okie doke then. Time to... I can go back here. Take advantage of that first aid station in here that I didn't use. Topped off, and I get to maintain all my first aid kits. By the way, don't even bother trying to hack these alarms off. It's not really a stealthy level to begin with. That went surprisingly well. Alrighty. Ooh, that was a shock trap. Huh? Huh. Who's that? I already kind of know, but still. just, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother trying to act when I'm playing games I've already beaten a bajillion times before. It was a failed experiment, but it is good to know for future playthroughs. And at this point, I'm just gonna cut it so you don't have to see me fail at hacking this so many times. Just like Edgy Berserker, I always I say that and then I immediately pass it as soon as I say it. Okay, not exactly like Edgy Berserker, but you get the drift, right? And smash cut to saying hello to Scarlet, who seems to be sitting in the interrogation room right there.
Scarlet?
Mike, what are you doing here?
I could ask you that same question. Did they hurt you?
No. They asked me a lot of questions, but I think they were mostly interested in finding out what I knew about you.
What did you tell them?
Not much. I think I learned more about you from them than anything you ever told me. Mike, there's something I have to tell you.
Can it wait? We have to get out of here without getting killed.
Mike, it's about what happened in Taipei, about Sung. There was a reason I was there. I was the shooter.
What? Why are you telling me this, and why now? I don't really care right now. What I need is to get you out of here.
What are you going to do?
Alright, I'm gonna try and get us out of here.
Going to cause a distraction?
You could say that. I'll go on ahead. You follow at a safe distance. As long as you're not armed, they shouldn't shoot you on sight. I hope.
I'll be careful. All right, Mike.
So, turns out Scarlet was the assassin who shot President Sung. Kind of feeling a little bit stupid for warming up to her all that and whatnot. Still, at least she seems a bit apologetic about everything that's happened. Hang on a second. Trying to get that. There we go. An asymmetrically opened door.
Detected a rupture in the facility's flood control system. That means they're doing the same with the data as well. You'll need to get to the surface quickly.
Alright, now this level seems to be a bit of a rehash of the... tutorial level, albeit with a lot more, Whoa! That was a nice trick shot! Barely had a pixel over him. Reload my shotty quick. Screw it, I'm just gonna point-blank headshot him. Yeah, I think I have a better vantage point if I hop the catwalk here. Can I deep six that turret? Yeah, I've got to stop blind firing from cover with the shotgun so much. Maybe if I do a turn it on again run, I will avoid doing that. And it looks like there's only 2 left. And then there was 1. Oh, there's a lot more even. Okay, I forgot about those last couple of guys that spawn after you deal with Turret Man and get over to the end of the catwalk. But the important thing is I seem to be doing a good job regardless. Missed. And leaving this place, part 2. I mean, leaving this place, take 2. Alright, buddy, just come out and... problem solved. Now, coming up is a section that's going to look like another Rome caliber moral choice, like, who do you want to save?
You're needed at the monitoring center.
Like, who do you want to save? The person that you've, in this case, it's going to make it seem like if it's asking you if you want to save Mina or if you want to save your handler, in this case, G22. Hang on a second. After spending an entire game not being allowed to do that if I want to be stealthy, it's nice being able to let loose.
She put up quite a fight, but it's over for her now. Your choice on what to do next. Come after us or her. It's up to you.
Now, on my first playthrough, I just bolted through that door thinking that Mina wouldn't be able to be saved, or maybe it's because I just didn't notice this door over here. Apparently, I am partially blind, but not really, though. Or I could just check out this door, see what's up around here. Oh hey, a first aid station. I wonder what's in this computer. 4,000. And a little information on Mr. Westridge. Man, this is going to be one interesting bonus episode I'm going to throw up after this. By the way, I remember what Mina did. 2 weeks ain't that long of a time for me to forget. And I'm just, feel like I'm gonna save her because, well, even though she was the one who kind of used me to take out Alpha Protocol, the important thing is, she was nice to me during all that time.
Mike, hurry. My men can't hold the position much longer.
Don't worry, Albatross. I just got to double back to save my friend, just like how I saved another friend over in Moscow.
Good. It'll give us more time to wrap up loose ends down here.
Huh. I feel like there's I feel like if you go in there loud, like every other time I went in there loud, it seems to have, basically sent a bunch of dudes in there along with the turrets, or maybe that's just the end of the sequence. I don't know. Anyways, time for the ultimate oh, hey, a safe. Now, as I was saying before I got distracted by the safe, time for the ultimate training session, boyos. I kind of like how the targets pop up just like the old training session back at the beginning of the game. It's, for some reason I wanted to say it had a feel of like a funhouse in some movie I saw, but I can't exactly remember which one it is. Still, I do appreciate the touch. Damn it, missed. Sit tight, Mina. I am about to come and get you out of this hellhole. Alright, let's see if the sound generator could prove of any use here. It did. Man, I am just beasting on this segment right now. Looks like they tried to set up a couple turrets as a last-ditch effort to keep me from getting to Mina.
tried to get here sooner. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. This is my fault. When I got back, they were waiting for me. Parker, Westridge, Darcy. They were already suspicious. Me going to find you just confirmed it.
Who hit you?
Darcy. But I hit him first.
I'm getting you out of here. Can you stand?
Yeah, mostly it's my pride that's hurt. But, Mike, this facility is sealed off. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's why I feel sorry for them.
You never give up, do you? I'll do what I can to shut down the security systems and divert the guards.
See, right there, that's what I thought was going to happen to Madison back in Rome. Like, you thought that, she was going to be strapped to the bombs, you know? Wonder where those other guys are. Probably up here. I'll just try to run it. And I'm pretty sure that Mina can handle the rest of the goons on her own. Huh. Maybe it was just my imagination that had me thinking that all the other, that the door opened up. Well, I mean, like, not door opened up, I mean, like, there was more goons in that initial room with the turrets. And speaking of which, it's time to roll, boyos. While you're distracted on that, covert operative sewage worker up there, I will just be taking pot shots with my duelist. Oh, right. I should probably take care of the guy who already spotted me. Stun locked him a little bit there. You're welcome, buddy! Alright, now before we get out of here, figure it should be a good idea to just take a look around, see if there's any extra documents we can pick up. Ooh, a secret fact about the VCI. Interesting. Man, you can tell that Obsidian was hoping that a sequel to this game would get approved, because there's like so much intel and so much money you're finding in these endgame stages. Like, you could have imported that to your new game, to your old save game like Mass Effect. But, alas, it was never to be, and the sequel never came about. Oh, crap. Yeah, apparently that guy is mad about the sequel never getting released.
Contact lost.
Oh. Okay, my aim is not very good right now. I got all depressed about talking about the lack of a sequel.
I suggest you get to the center now, or you'll lose what little help you have.
You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
Just like the beginning of the game, Westridge taunting us over the radio. Except now, he ain't doing it for the lulz. Well, or atmospheric effect. Oh. That didn't kill him. I'm apparently out of range. Alright, just got to hack a few more computers and grab a few more documents, and then we shall be on our way to seeing something that I have never seen before in this game. Don't worry, folks, I am going to get this. I'm just going to cut out all the failed attempts so this video is a lot shorter. Huh. In hindsight, maybe I should have been using an incendiary bomb right now, because I just picked up 2 more, and I'm already at the threshold of how many incendiary bombs I can catch. Well, carry. I mean, sorry, flaming unicorns. Almost forgot about that one, Skylar. By the way, Flaming Unicorns would be a great name for a rock band. Just saying.
Do you have access to the files? What is taking so long?
I'm confirming some details on the Rome operation.
Just get the job done.
Yeah, I could use some help. Can you get on that other terminal? I need someone to log in on a secondary station.
What? Fine.
I understand you killed my daughter. In Rome. Shot her in the back.
What?
Madison St. James. My daughter.
You're wrong. And don't point that gun at me. What next? Fools locked us out of the system. The files
Sir,
are still
we heard
in
a shot.
there. Not now. We need to get a tech up here. St. James was his daughter. Of all the... Thornton told him. Everyone, search the area. Be on your guard. I don't think we've seen the last of Mr. Thornton yet. There you go.
I've always heard about that cutscene, and oh, hey sis, thank you for laying down suppressive fire. I've always heard about that cutscene, but until this very moment, I've never seen it.
I can take control of these security turrets. Got it. If you can herd them into view, the auto turret should help take them out.
Look at you. Silly little agent, aren't you?
Hang on a second, I'm about to exploit a glitch that allows you to recharge your endurance, like, instantly, no matter how much it is. Swap out the circuitry for the reinforced joints. Don't think I'll be doing too much hacking, and oh, look at that! I suddenly have 200 endurance! Wonder if I can tag Marburg from all the way over here. I got, like, 5 minutes to deal with him. And you know what, I think I'll try and, alright. Unicorn time, baby! Okay, didn't work as well as I'd intended, but still, at least it was something. Ah, love it when it does that. Alright, just one more guy over here. Huh. Yes, I am getting a little bit sloppy with my aim, but still, it's the end of the game. I think I've earned the right to be a little bit sloppy. Man, my accuracy for the pistol is going to be low for this sequence. Well, entire mission. Okay, this guy is pretty good at maneuvering around my bullets. Yeah, Connie, I know. I smoked you boys. I'm gonna pay for that. Alright, time to get the hell out of Dodge for a few seconds. And recharge my chain shot. Yeah, maybe I should use a first aid kit right now.
Thought you could hide.
Wonder if I can tag him all the way from over here with a... Yeah, that seemed to work pretty well. Now I just need to finish him off with a well-placed headshot. Quit sprinting around, Connie the coward. Haha, got him. Call it karma, but... I figure what happened to Marburg there, pretty appropriate. Oh crap! I have to, I gotta haul Tookus over to the terminal. I'll just use chain shot on these guys. And time to get moving over to the terminal. Grab all the extra intel, grab all the data. Sorry about that, Parker. Did everything I could.
You got the evidence, but I cut off your escape route.
Oh, snap.
Headed to the surface. Make sure you get the cover.
Oh, jeez. Wait. What happened to Sis? Okay, doesn't say defeated underneath her profile picture, but so that means she's still alive, technically. That's good. Means if the sequel ever happens, then hopefully she'll be in it. And I just realized I've leveled up twice in this section. I am now at the maximum level of 20. Let's see what I can... Ooh, 23. Nice. Well, let's max out my... Okay, increases the damage. Yeah, maybe, I already do a lot of damage. Could always do that. I have, 9 seconds of a delay in between, taking damage and restoring my endurance. Yeah, you know what? That sounds pretty good. Let's go with that. Time to get up to the surface and see if we can, stop Westridge from escaping. I mean... Leland already hates us, so I imagine that he'll be riding shotgun on that boat. Don't ask how I know it's a boat, though.
Great. Running out of staff. Darcy, get your men ready.
On him. Like he won't get by me.
Support.
Of course. Otherwise it would have been too easy.
Head for the wreckage. Some G-22 may have survived. If not, there may be supplies.
Alright, now back into now we're in the first area of the final mission that can actually be stealthed out a little bit. Perfected rifling. I'm still glad that I had the superior rifling attached, because it did allow me to get a little bit of accuracy on Marburg. Managed to snipe him from range a little bit. Alrighty then. Welcome to the jungle, boys. We got fun and games. Wonder if I can take this one guy out with a bit of my shadow operative. Oh wait, you can't activate it on a ladder. 15 seconds, more than enough time to get up there. Huh. You can still take pot shots at dudes from all the way up here. Wonder if that'll make the next segment a little bit easier. You know what, I think I'll try to snipe as many as I can up here to make the upcoming segment a smidge easier. Wonder if it'll still respawn the dudes once I get down there. And I don't worry about wasting any ammunition. I got a ton of it just in this mission alone. Whatever, I'll just try to smoke him out. Okay, that definitely got him. Yep. I love it when I'm right sometimes. Alright, seems simple enough. Just get down there, confront Darcy, then get to the boathouse and confront Westridge, and we will be donezo, folks.
Hey, Mikey. Good to see you. Glad you made it out here to our live fire range. No more practice runs for you. This is the real deal. Keep him busy. I'll be back in a second. The only way out is through here. Come on.
Huh, real deal, alright. Okay, real deal, huh?
Looks like it's all up to me.
Well, Darcy. You may think you're the real deal, but the last time I checked, you ain't Evander Holyfield. His nickname was the Real Deal, because he was such a good boxer, back in the early 90s at least. Nevertheless, we shall carry on, and Darcy, in my opinion, is the second worst boss in this game. Mainly because of how he's the only enemy who can throw multiple grenades at once. See what I mean? Whoa! I did not see that one guy back here. Good news is I've upgraded my toughness to hell and back. My endurance recharges super quickly now. Really, Darcy? These are your best men? Somehow I highly doubt that. Now, I could just use chain shot on him, and since I've upgraded my chain shot to 6 shots, I could do that. However, in here, there's a little something at the top of this tower. Oh crap. My health is dangerously...
His father, yes. This may have repercussions.
I knew Darcy would fuck this up.
Okay then. Now that I have dealt with the main problem, time to deal with all the other problems.
You're here somewhere.
Come on, guys, just come out. I want to use that. I just want to snipe some fools. Ah, well. It was good while it lasted. Ooh, maybe I might get to snipe more. Come to Michael. Come to Agent Thornton. Ah, well. At least this thing has incredible range. Close enough. And as a last hurrah, there we go. Welp, old pal. It's been nice working with you. We've had our ups and downs, but mainly they've been ups. And for that, I'm proud of you, buddy. The spear of justice. Welp, guess this is the last time we'll ever see each other, so... until the sequel, hopefully, I bid thee adieu. May the wind be at your back, friend. Why did I just get so teary-eyed over saying goodbye to a sniper rifle? Well, I guess it's because it's quite the handy little bad boy. But, no time to mourn. We have to get on to the next segment, which is the most annoying boss battle in Alpha Protocol. The attack chopper.
Have you reached the crash site?
No, there's a helicopter in the way.
EMPs and incendiaries, as well as your usual arsenal, should do the trick.
Now, while all the other bosses have a pattern that you can kinda sorta mainly exploit, the helicopter, on the other hand, does not. mainly because it has missiles that can easily kill you in a single hit, whereas all the other bosses at least were considerate enough to give you a chance to at least run away before they ended up smoking your behind. Whoa! Friendly fire again! First with Z and her VCI homies, and second with the, Whoa! Did I just dodge him? Did I just dodge a missile? Where's it? Come on. Where's a missile launcher? Need a bazooka? We need the Shaheed Battle Part 2. Oh, it's on top of the storage container. Whoa! That one shredded off more than almost half of my endurance. Time to get to a place where the helicopter won't really be able to hit me. And I wait for my endurance to reload. I hate that beeping noise. It means that doom is possibly upon us. Okay, looks like that one guy seems to be on fire. That's doing a bit of my work for me. Take a more tactical approach. Just Rainbow Six it. Oh, there's two guys up here. Oh, that one may have just singed my eyebrows off. Oh, there's another missile launcher over here. Just waiting for the rocket to... waiting for it to fire. Whoa! I was waiting for it to fire so I could come out and shoot the bazooka, not to get smoked by the helicopter. Okay, that seems to be doing its job more than enough. Nah, screw it, I'll just use the flechette rounds. Got tons of them anyways. They should be better at dealing with dudes at the distances that I'm using right now. Okay, stomped him out. Just one more to go, and I will be down to just the helicopter. Come on, baby! Oh, mama! Well, that one kind of messed me up a little bit. After that, time to get into what I like to call this game's equivalent of the left side of the Coliseum in that one boss battle in Crash Bandicoot 3. That has never happened to me before. Normally I can... Okay, see what happened? No matter what you do, if you're standing in just the right spot in this little hut up here, then the helicopter can't hit you. Saves you a bit of frustration, if you want my opinion. You ever need to retreat, regain your endurance? Just head up north. It's hunting season, boy, and it looks like I just caught me some big game. Hey, you know what? I think I'll take this missile launcher as a little trophy. Heal up at the first aid station.
Satellites picked up a boat headed toward the island. It must be Westridge's ride. He was in charge here. We'll move to intercept. I suggest you do the same.
See if I can grab this. If I can take out this last couple of goons over here. Come on, can I get him? Okay, maybe not. Well, not stealthily anyways. Wow, normally it takes me a few tries to complete this level. Usually I die a couple of times, but you know what? I got a ton of tranquilizer rounds, so I figure I'll use that for these last couple of bits right here, but not on the turrets. Gonna try and take Iron Will for a spin.
You're out of luck, Mike. I'm taking the only route off the island. You know, if you get here in time, I might even let you leave with me, as a prisoner.
You know what, I think I'll try to get a sniper's nest up in that little tower that I was staring at. See if I can use some of my regular rounds to disable this turret. Gentlemen, ignore that spontaneous explosion you just heard in the tower. That turret was just going to sleep, you know? Sleeping on the job. Number one reason why you should why you shouldn't hire, why it's so hard to find good help. You can't count on anyone to be anything reliable. Holy cow, I can probably tag all of them. Yeah, let's tranquil. Yeah, it's time for a little sleepy time, boyos. And this is kind of awkward because now that I can do 6 shots in chain shot, I have a little bit too much free time to sit around and not waste ammunition. Still, do you feel lucky, punks? Huh, apparently that guy felt very lucky. Okay, that guy is super resilient. You know what? I'm actually kind of impressed. Last guy I tranquilized. Yeah, let's go for perfected rifling. Could really use the accuracy bonus in this last segment. I'm pretty sure I can't take the missile launcher with me into the final boss, so with that being said, let's just prepare. Let's get some Iron Will on hand. Okay, got my high accuracy rounds for the shotty. I got my favorite pistole out.
Mike, the transport I detected earlier, it's within range of the docks, and the bays are filling fast.
In only a few minutes, this playthrough will be over. By the way, that was not that was a kind of a sigh of relief, but also mainly a sigh of sadness, because as my inaugural Let's Play, it's been fun.
Good job, Mike, but I can't let you leave with that data. Give up now, and we'll go easy on you.
Fuck off, Westridge. Just make sure you don't run away before we get to chat.
Take him out.
By the way, if you were instead to side with, if you were instead to not agree to Shahid's proposition to betray your country, then we would have instead have been fighting Leland here, who was using bazookas as opposed to rocket launchers. That really doesn't seem like it makes much sense, because the Leland in my heart is kind of a coward who would sprint away from danger at the slightest provocation, and as a result, not exactly be the kind of guy you'd expect to try and strong-arm his way out of a situation. By the way, and I'm going to use a rather unorthodox way to deal with Westridge. Hey, I managed to get a perk. Just a second, I have to see if I can do some damage right here. This is one of the reasons why I saved that last... Oh, crap. Why I saved that last EMP from my inventory, so that way you can get up to Westridge and deal with him at close range, and you don't have to deal with the miniguns.
Not a chance. Now that I've got your attention...
If you're gonna kill me, then do it.
I'm not sure I want to. Yet. I guess I need some closure. I couldn't have made it into Alpha Protocol if you hadn't chosen me. What I want to know is why.
I needed someone who could kill Shahid, get the missiles back, and keep their mouth shut. I needed someone I could trust.
You trusted me to be a tool? I didn't know you were grooming me to take your place.
Everyone serves somebody. If not someone, then they serve the greater good. Either way, it means sacrifice. I had my orders. We carry them out, send out agents, and we don't ask why. Say what you will. You had what it took to get the job done, and then some. That's why you were selected.
It was my life.
What life? You knew the odds going in. You wanted to serve your country. Well, this is it.
If I stayed in the program, I'd have ended up like you, or worse, like Parker. Then someone would have come along who owes one of their corporate buddies a favor, Halbeck or someone else, and we get used because we've been conditioned never to ask.
Believe it or not, Halbeck's interests are our interests. We need their technology.
No, we don't. They almost caused a war, and we helped them. For what? To secure some government contracts?
If you're gonna kill me, kill me. If you're gonna ask for your life back, then ask. But don't waste my time.
My life? Now, how did you put it? Yes. What life? It was my choice to sign up for Alpha Protocol. Now I see where it leads.
This program is all you know, Mike. Leave it, and you have nothing. Really, what are you gonna do? Get revenge? Expose the agency? Or maybe you came back because what you really needed was another mission.
My goals are a little higher than that. Any last words?
Yeah. Go to hell.
Not the best I've heard, but... That's for betraying my country. Now, for Leyland.
He was playing me like a fiddle. That's my justification for blowing his head off. Don't you judge me.
Going somewhere?
All right, Thornton. What is it you want?
Just a little payback.
Please, Agent, don't be a fool. How dare you hit me?
That's for Madison. That's for what you did to Mina. And that's for wrecking my life. I can keep this up all day. Now, tell me what else I can't do. You think you can give me orders? Think you have control of this situation?
Thornton, hold on. I'll give myself up. Testify, if that's what you want. I can say what happened here, with your mission.
And all I have to do is let you go, right? See, that's where you lose my interest. Goodbye, Leyland.
Thornton, please. I can pay you.
Once again, I do not like being played like a fiddle. Still my justification for capping Leyland, although that's more justified for Leland because he was kind of the big cheese of this whole operation. And yes, I know I'm talking over this scene, but I just remembered that I forgot to shut the music off, and this has licensed music, Cops and Criminals by Pleasure Club, great song by the way. I'm talking over this because I don't know if this is going to trip any copyright alarms, so if it does, even with all my commentary and talking over it and whatnot, I figure I can just delete the audio from the game, and then hopefully everything will be hunky-dory.
We'll see.
With that being said, I will be shutting up for a few minutes because there's going to be a post-credits, well, mid-credits dialogue talking about everything that's been going down in the aftermath of what you've done in Moscow, Rome, and Taipei. I really wish this... oh, forgot about that. It goes... Damn it. I'll be right back in a few seconds, folks. Just after the credits, I will come back to bring you the intel.
More setbacks for troubled Halbeck Industries today as Russian federal police uncovered extensive evidence linking the corporation's senior officers to illegal arms trafficking. This setback comes on the heels of a mysterious disappearance of Halbeck CEO Henry Leland, who vanished from his San Francisco office earlier this month. American law enforcement is cooperating with Interpol to locate him. President Charles was in Moscow today to sign a new treaty with Russian President Ramius, pledging mutual support from both nations to end arms trafficking in Eastern Europe. A new task force created by the signing of this treaty will be headquartered in Vladivostok, with operations scheduled to begin early next year. Mideast peace talks were further set back when the Altair insurgent group attacked a convoy of U.S. diplomats in Saudi Arabia. This attack was just the latest in a period of escalating violence in the region, which began when al-Samad collapsed last month. Since the disappearance of Ali Shahid, the al-Samad terror network has disintegrated, with chief lieutenants forming their own breakaway sects in their attempts to establish dominance. This fragmentation of the al-Samad network has coincided with a dramatic drop in arms trafficking in the region, an event which has Pentagon officials relieved. According to one source, had the attackers been armed with more sophisticated weaponry than Cold War-era RPGs and assault rifles, the attack on the American convoy might have been much more severe. Luckily, Secret Service agents were able to repel the attack with minimal casualties. None of the Senate delegation to the Mid-East Unity Conference were harmed, but 2 Secret Service agents were killed in the line of duty. Our thoughts here at INN are with them and their families. Thousands lined the streets of Rome today for the funeral of Madison St. James, the young woman killed during the failed bombing attempt of the Roman Museum of Natural History. Miss St. James has become celebrated among proponents of stronger government anti-terror legislation since her death, and her funeral at times resembled a political rally. In the United States, Senator Patrick Darcy proposed Madison's Law, a sweeping bill some have likened to a new Patriot Act in response to the tragedy. As Miss St. James had no known family, Senator Darcy personally paid for her funeral here in Rome. Uncertainty still grips Taiwan in the wake of President Ronald Sung's assassination. Emergency elections are scheduled in 3 weeks, with the country's future hanging in the balance. Sung's pro-independence leanings were never popular among certain elements of the government, and speculation has abounded that his successor will face pressure to back down and press for formal reintegration with the People's Republic of China. Taiwanese authorities announced the execution of assassin Wen Shu today. Investigators have uncovered no motive for the assassination. A copy of Catcher in the Rye, a novel famously associated with conspiracy theories and secret American brainwashing programs, was found in his apartment, leading to internet speculation that Wen Shu was an American sleeper agent planted to assassinate Sung and touch off a war with China. U.S. government sources have declined comment.
Okay, that looks like the end of the INN reports that detail what happened after the story. So, Alpha Protocol. Ah, crap. Spin on the mic a little bit. So, Alpha Protocol. It's definitely something different. It's like all the cool stuff about Mass Effect, cool stuff about Deus Ex, all the cool stuff about your average Telltale game, all rolled into one big bundle, slapped with a Jason Bourne style plot slapped onto it. Now, I haven't played anything else that was developed by Obsidian. Haven't played any of the Knights of the Old Republic games. Haven't played Fallout New Vegas, mainly because the PS3 version I've heard is not great. And I also haven't played that Deadfire game. Can't remember the name offhand. Gonna look this up after I finish recording all this stuff. Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire. That's the one I'm thinking of. Anyways, I haven't played... This is literally the only Obsidian-developed game that I've played, much less have in my collection. But I have to say, for a first outing, not too shabs. I mean, there are some things that could have been polished, like, say, the boss fights. Ironically enough, this game came out before Deus Ex Human Revolution did, and the boss fights are bad in that game as well. But all in all, it's a cheesy, cliche-ridden plot that I love, unironically, by the way. And the cast is quite good, and everyone acts pretty well. Good acting in this. All in all, I'd recommend it if you're into stealth, action games, or just games with conversation mechanics like this, you know? So, I'll be right back to finish what I promised from a few weeks ago. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream. Just got to see if I can load up my last save, and I'll see you in a minute again.